Hey guys, Muncheez here. Welcome to another Maplestory video for beginners, and in this video I'm going to be going over the V matrix specifically. So once you hit level 200 and you get into Arcane River, you'll get access to this V matrix. So what this system essentially does is it boosts skills that you are already using, making you just stronger passively just by using your regular skills, and those are the boost nodes. And you will have skill nodes that'll give you extra skills to use on your class. They'll either be buffs, and some of them are even passive buffs to where like you don't even have to activate them. And as far as node priorities go and like what you should level, I highly recommend, unless you are playing a bishop because you have the real version of this, decent holy symbol is usually always a recommended thing to try and max out first in it, solely because it gives bonus experience and drop rate while the buff is applied. But always just make sure to check your class Discord to make sure you are prioritizing your nodes correctly. So this is split into three different kinds of nodes. You have boost nodes, skill nodes, and special nodes. Boost nodes are nodes that equip skills that you are already using. Skill nodes are basically adding skills to your class. They can either be passive or active skills to where you have to drag them on your bar to use. And there are also special nodes, which are purple. These are like time limited nodes that will give like special bonuses under certain circumstances. I usually just disassemble these just for the nodes, but if you do find some of them useful, you can go ahead and do that. You won't unlock all of the slots until later, so once you're, I believe it's 260, you'll have all of these slots available to you. In the beginning, just worry about getting the proper tri nodes for your boost skills and the set of skill nodes that you need for your class initially. So you get these nodestones from either training on a map, so they're drops, random drops from mobs, or you usually get a large lump sum of them from events that are going on. And usually they give out like 100 at a time, but they give a lot of nodestones during these events, and that's pretty much where you're going to get a large amount of your nodestones from when you're first starting out. And you can also get a small amount of them from doing your weeklies every week. So now I'm going to go over some of the functions of the V matrix window. So say you open some nodestones, and some of them you could use and some of them you couldn't use, right? So say you got some that you could, you would simply open your V matrix window and say you got a duplicate of something you could use. You can hit enhance all to see if there's anything matching. And if there's nothing matching, it'll give you a window saying that there's nothing matching and you can't upgrade anymore. So once you can't upgrade anymore and you have all these useless nodes, you can disassemble the nodes. So there's a disassemble nodes button, and you just click this button and it'll give you the option to select the ones that you don't want. Just make sure you don't select the ones that you have equipped, and I make it a habit to lock the ones that I have equipped just to prevent anything crazy from happening. So what you do with these extra nodestones is you can craft extra things. So say I wanted to level Urda Shower. You can craft nodestone, which is just going to craft another one of those random ones that you get from a drop. It'll just pop something out at random. Or you can select one. So I want to select Urda Shower. It'll tell you how much it costs. You craft it, boom, and then you'll have an extra Urda Shower to feed into the one that you have equipped to raise the experience on it going towards the next level. Now, if you've been collecting nodestones for whatever reason and you need very specific boost nodes. So boost nodes are random. It'll put like 3 skills together. So they've put in this craft custom boost node to where you can pick the 3 skills that you want on here. Now, the thing in particular about this is the skill that goes into this top slot is unique. So you can have 2 nodestones with 3 of the same skills, but the node that goes into this top slot, they consider this unique. So if say you wanted these 3 skills and you wanted to have 2 boost nodes with 3 of these same skills like twice, right? So you would want 2 of each. So instead of putting, so this is like Death Blossom. I don't want Death Blossom in the first slot. So if I wanted to make a second node boosting Death Blossom and the other 2 skills at the same time, you would just have to switch the spots of them so that the node isn't unique anymore. And you can have 2 different nodes essentially boosting the same skills. Once again, this is something that you would have to reference in your class Discord to find out which boost nodes that you are going to be prioritizing when you are making your class. And if you do start off making a class for like an event or whatnot and you open a whole bunch of nodestones, there is a search function as well as a filter function. So essentially what this wants you to do, so say you have like 100 nodestones in here. You can either search for like a specific one, or just like in general, or you can filter. So this filter is really useful because if you're looking for a specific try node and to see if you pulled any out of like the 100 nodestones that you opened, you can pick all 3 skills and it'll filter out all the nodestones to see if you have gotten that nodestone. And it doesn't matter which order it is unless you check the little box. So as long as you just put in all 3 skills, it'll pull up the nodestone as long as it has them. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the slot enhancement button. So the slot enhancement button, what it does is basically kind of boosts the slot. So as you can see, some of my nodes have a gold border around them. So that means the slot has been enhanced, and you can enhance every slot. When you level up, you'll get points to do this, but you can enhance these slots plus 5 levels. So you want to prioritize putting the nodes that you deem the most important in these slots. Also, fun tip, so there's a My Nodes button when you're navigating around the menus in here. This is a really clunky UI that they have for this system. So if you ever get lost or like if something isn't working as intended, just hit My Nodes to bring you back to the default page, and it should pretty much basically put you back to square one to find your way around the menus. Anywho, that's pretty much it for the V-Matrix system. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything of that sort, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and sub on the way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.